Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina, and I got something cool tonight. That's right, I've got my wife a Christmas present. Of course, she doesn't know that it's a Christmas present and probably doesn't want it, but she's going to want it once she gets it because it is so awesome. That's right, I have, fresh off the factory assembly line, the President Bill. That's right, the Bill. And this is an ultra compact CB radio now available from the President Corporation. And I also got, and this is why I'm going to put this in my wife's car, the New York, USA President antenna. Now this is a very small antenna, and when I take it out of the box you'll see what I'm talking about. This is a antenna that I would not normally recommend for folks, but if you're trying to get a CB radio into your wife or significant other's car and they're just not that into radios, well then this is probably the combo for you. Because this is cleverly disguised as a regular car antenna. In fact, when I get this thing mounted, I have a feeling she won't even notice it, and that is awesome. This radio is also super small, although it is packed, and I mean packed full of features. So I am really excited to have both these. I'm really excited to see what they can do. I've heard a lot of good things about the Bill up front, and this antenna, I can't wait to see how it performs, because this is only a 24-inch antenna, but I'm willing to bet that it surprises me. Knowing how the President Corporation's products usually turn out. So that's them. Let's go ahead. I'll show you a close-up picture of it here, but here it is held up. President Bill. It's got a 7-color display. It has a USB port, and it has a frequency counter and all the other cool stuff you come to expect. It also does have channel up and down on the mic itself, which is really cool. And it is, of course, FCC legal, USA made, or USA sold, CB, so you don't have to worry about breaking any laws. Now it does come with a microphone, a clip hanger, a power cord, a bracket for mounting it, and the guide. So take a look there. Let's go ahead and open this thing up here. Actually, you know what? Let's open this up first because I'm kind of curious about this. Yeah, there's a close-up of that. It says it can handle 250 watts. That ought to be interesting. What I do like about this, and you'll see here in a second when I get it out of the box, this is why I ordered this. Oh, cool. Comes with a President sticker. Might put that on my truck, but I'm not putting it on her car. She'd kill me. What we have here is a nice magnetic base. Good amount of cord, and then the antenna itself. Now look at that. That antenna is not very long, is it? What's nice about this, if you look at your modern cars, a lot of them have this type of antenna. And yeah, you can have it straight up and down, but if you need to, look at that. It'll look just like the car antenna that's on there for FM and AM use. So I'm really liking that. I know that there's going to be some limitations in transmit, capabilities and receive capabilities with a shorter antenna, but you know what? Some is better than none, and right now, my wife's car has nothing. And that's why I bought this, because nothing is nothing, and something is something, and this looks like it's going to be just what the doctor ordered. She won't notice this on her car, no one else will, and we'll have a nice install. So I can't wait to see how that performs, but I'll go ahead and set that aside for right now. See that right there? Move that out of the way, and let's get this box open, because I've been wanting to play with this thing, but I've been super busy. The Bill. Now this is regular AM only 40 channel mobile mount antenna, but I bet you're going to be blown away by what this thing packs into such a small package. The pictures I've seen of it online are just insane. Okay, cool, another picture, another sticker, I like that. We'll go ahead and lay that out. Nice manual. And if it's anything like the Andy, which I have installed in my little daily driver, there's good, you're going to spend some time reading that, because that thing is packed full of stuff. All these functions that these things have, I mean, it does so many things, it's hard to keep up with it all. Let's see what we got here. Wow. When they say compact, they mean it. Take a look at that. That is it. Wow. That's crazy. I don't know where mine is. Let's see here. It's probably out in the shed, but that is smaller for sure than the TRC 503, which is what I would consider to be, the standard bearer of small, ultra compact CB radios. But this thing is nothing. That's only a little bit bigger than a pack of cigarettes. I mean, that's incredible. Wow. set that there, and let's go ahead and open this up, see what else we got in here. Looks like our cords. Yeah, we got cords and microphone, and mounting bracket. Cool. Go ahead and get the bracket out. Yeah, there's our bracket. Not much to that. There's our mounting hardware and a mic mount. Oh, it actually comes with an extra fuse. That's kind of cool. So I'll just set that aside. I won't open that up because I'll lose all of it before I have a chance to install it. There we go. About an average size mic, maybe just a smidge smaller than a Cobra or Uniden, but our channel up and down buttons are on there. Very nice. Nice long cord too. You know, pretty good size, and then a 6-pin. So overall, I'm digging that. So let's take a look at this again. Now you guys can't see this, or can't feel this, I should say. First of all, this thing slides out of its brackets. So one thing that apparently it has the option for doing is if I wanted to remove this thing, that's the mount that I could use. So I could have this thing, I could have the mount in the car, mount it here, slide this thing in when I want to use it and not. If I were going to do something like that, well, you'd unscrew that, but this you would probably change to a cigarette outlet because it doesn't unplug, so probably just put a cigarette adapter outlet on that and you'd be ready to rock and roll. Just look at how small this is. By the way, this is all metal, solid metal. This isn't a plastic housing. That's a metal, anodized metal of some kind, maybe aluminum. Looks like it has some cooling fins on the back. That's really nice. Does have a spot for an external speaker, also pretty cool. Antenna hookup, of course, your slides, and on the front we got business here. So we have our squelch and our volume. Then it looks like we have an emergency button here. That probably goes to 919. CB weather alert. This does have weather alert in it, if you can believe that, right? Check out what it also has right there. Roger beep. That's right. My favorite toy on CB radios. I know there's people out there that hate them. I love to have a Roger beep, and this one's got it. And then we have A&L noise blanker, high cut. So the important functions are right there. What I will say, without ever opening the manual on this, is I'm sure there are a lot more functions that you go into by double clicking or triple clicking or whatnot. The Andy, it had a little bit of a learning curve. For instance, changing the color on the frequency on the screen here, stuff like that. But man, I've been super impressed with the Andy. It's working great, and this is just so crazy how small this thing is. So first impressions, totally impressed. Totally impressed. Let me get close up here. I'll take a still shot of this too, but yeah, there it is, really up close. You can kind of see the see all the little nooks and crannies there. Right, I like how they have their name embossed into the metal. That's really nice. All your FCC ID information, nice in the back here, and your speaker housing. I'm curious. The speaker is a relatively small speaker, so I'm kind of curious how it sounds. But again, if it's anything like I've come to expect, does that flip up? Huh. Interesting. Oh, look at that there. About to pull this thing off. Channel up and down. What an interesting idea. I really like that. That's cool. Yeah, you didn't even pay attention. There was no channel up and down. I thought maybe it was just mic operated only, but no. Channel up and down. How cool is that? So let me go ahead and put that down. Take a quick look at the manual here. President manual, and man, it's hefty. So it looks like it's multilingual. That's fine. How to use it. We're looking at 59 pages in English to give you an idea. How is that for a good, you know? Some of these things you get now electronic wise, they don't even have, they have nothing. They don't come with anything. This one, 59 pages. So I'm going to read through that, check out all the cool stuff that goes there, and we'll go ahead and get this thing installed in my wife's car. Looks pretty good. Let's see here, look at that. It even shows, I don't know if that's showing up on there or not. I'll try to get as close as I can. Positioning of antennas and how important that is. We've talked about that in another video, haven't we? Well, there it is right there. So really like it. Looks like we're going to have all kinds of cool stuff to play with. I'll read through this, and another day here, hopefully before Christmas, I will take this thing and hook it up here at the bench, and we'll go through all the functions of it, which will be really fun to do. And then as soon as Christmas comes and goes, well, I will give this to my wife as a present, and then I will get her installed, and we'll do some range tests, especially interested in those range tests with that shorter antenna. Now the Tram 300 antenna, which I've used for years before moving up to the 3500, It was a 3-foot antenna and it performed extremely well. I'm curious to see how the 2-foot New York antenna from President performs, and I have no doubts it will beat or meet expectations. So there we go. I am Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms. Hope you enjoyed part 1 of a part 3 series on the President bill, and look forward to part 2 and 3. Hope you do too. That's it for today, guys. Take care.
There's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.